This is my gig. Trust me, Nero. This one's gonna be a little too much for you.
We'll get through this fast. I promise. But anyway, yeah. I think just for the sake of the recording, we'll just redo this mission. Maybe I'll overdub it. No, that'd be weird, huh?
Alright. This is the real deal. Full speed ahead.
But it sucks because I don't want to have a recording that is missing segments of story and dialogue because the volume was out. I don't know why it does that. It's like it should just be on default and that should be the central audio. Like everything comes through there and that should be how it plays. But every once in a while you leave it on default and then it just goes mute and then I have to reroute the audio through my microphone. Which I don't know how or why that works that way, but that's how it does it sometimes. And then you just get nothing. It's silent. Normally we will pick up on it, but... Okay. At least we can go through this. And I can know that my weapons acted funky on me. Oh wait, what the hell is this? I still don't know how to switch between the kicking attacks and the punching. I thought I got it one time, but... No, that just doesn't seem to be the case. I thought it was holding the Y. Rev it up! Not good. Just run him over. I'm so sorry, I didn't know if I answered or acknowledged that statement, but yeah, we were talking about The Last of Us. Perfect example of characters with arc, self-development. Probably your favorite game on a neutral perspective. So one of these days, I'm interested in it. I've heard good things about several aspects of it, from just, you know, character development and story to the music. And that's about it. But either way, it should be pretty good. Alright, I think that's where the gold orb was, but moved on from that. Wait. Give me that. This series I've been pretty impressed with because up until about December I had never played a Devil May Cry game before. And this was my first one. I've said that many times over the course of these streams, but that's how I began playing this one. I liked it so much, I decided I was going to go back and I was going to play the entire series from start to finish. So I wasn't sure how I'd feel about it because I'm not usually into the hack and slash exactly my favorite type of game, but I've been craving something in the action genre lately, and this pretty much did it. It's funny, usually when I go through these series streams, I'll stream a series from start to finish, I tend to get burnt out after a while, unfortunately. But this one I didn't. Devil May Cry has been very good to me, I think. Most of the games feel similar enough to each other where you can obviously tell it's a sequel or a related series, even in some of its worst examples. But it's something else. I'm sick of dealing with it. There we go. Each game is unique enough to the point where it doesn't feel like I'm playing the same thing over and over again. Oh shit. I wanted to go that way this time too. Oh well. Guess we're going the same way we were going last time. At least I can get on that platform. Tricky situation when it's swinging around like that. We'll try to eliminate one as fast as we can. Not that one. How dare you? I don't think this is gonna work. Wow, that was anticlimactic. Simple spin kick to the shin. More than enough to take it out. I think depending on how long this game takes, I might do a little series reflection, just to kind of reminisce about the games that we played, but it's like, man, when did I start? I was like early to mid-January was when we started this series. Been a hell of a ride. A little weird at times, but that's okay. We had our, laughs, I guess. Here. Over here, folks. Ah, missed it. There we go. Okay. Nice. Oh, I think after I'm done with this series, I need to take a break on the,
Screw around.
action series, though. It's a little less difficult. Actually, thinking about it, we were talking about this before too, but this game hasn't been too bad. I think as far as difficulty settings go, not settings, but like difficulty in general, this is probably closest comparable to 4, which I think had a reasonable amount of challenge for an action game, but definitely not the hardest, and nothing at the point where I was like straining myself. say that now, but that boss last stream was kicking my ass.
Rev it up! Rev it up!
Seems like this Cerberus one will be doing the same too. I guess we'll have to try to play it a little more careful. You know what? It's bugging me. Let's take a look at the skill list for Balrog. Mode change. You have to press back, right button, left stick back, plus Y. Okay.
I'm on fire!
As much as I like dancing and spin kicking on occasion, it ain't always for me. I like those rapid hits when he does the basic striking. Too much fun.
Rev it up!
Oh no.
Rev it up!
Oh no, not that one. Oh god. Say that I want to take a break on the action games, and I'm heavily, excuse me, contemplating. Alright, okay, let's drop out of it. Playing Bayonetta. If only for the reason to get Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U, just because I need a reason to use that console. I just got it back from the family member I lent it to, probably about 3 months ago, and I have not touched it since. And I still got a couple of games I gotta play on there as well.
Onward and downward. Oh well, better get to it.
But I think that would be a good opportunity. Although I've only streamed off of the Wii U a handful of times, I did not enjoy it. Some games get really finicky when it comes to playing off of there too, so I don't know how that's gonna work out, how well it is. Maybe we can emulate it. I don't know. I prefer not to do that, but you never know with these situations. I've had to do it in the past. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, right, that move. Good move, but... Actually, you know what? That might not be bad for this upcoming stuff, but... Slipstream, let's see. Side. Might do that. Idling? No. Nah. I guess. I'm gonna have regrets on that. Okay. I forget what the name of that particular technique is called, but Super Devil Trigger. Maybe we'll be able to activate it during this boss battle.
Oh. Huh.
Leave at once. Only kings of the underworld may enter these gates. You shall not pass.
Oh, easy there, fella. Hey, I remember a stinky little pooch just like you.
You insult me, foul-scented creature.
Looks like your master's got you on a pretty short leash. Come on, little puppy. I'll take you out for a walk. Come on, let's go.
You have
Isn't that the exact same thing you pulled with the last Cerberus?
They were weak, but we will feast on your flesh and gnaw on your bones.
So, you're the strongest in the litter. Looks like we're gonna need a bigger leash. Come.
Okay. At least we don't have any weird audio displacement. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see what we can do here. Ow. Tried to dodge that. I guess it was a good one. Hey, do we have Monster Hunter principles here? If I catch on fire, do I gotta roll on the ground 3 times? Ow. Remember in the last boss battle with the servers, we had to shoot it in the head like several times to get rid of the ice? A similar principle here, or something else? Probably something else. Let's try Super Devil Trigger. Ooh, I like that one. Let's rev it up.
Rev it up! Rev it up! Rev it up!
Wow, how do you get out of that one? Also, what is this music?
Life's a real shock. You holding up okay there, pup?
Oh, I see. You gotta go in between the lines.
Rev it up!
No. Don't rev it up. Goddamn. How, shit. There's a lot to get used to. That's probably I was trying to do trickster before. Hey, do we have double stars in this game? Why didn't that count for anything? Not exactly what I meant to do, but still. I don't think there's any items. Ooh. That wasn't fun. Okay, I don't know about this boss battle. It's a little iffy. Let's hold off on that. Yeah, he was the quadruped thing from the last game. Well, 4. Stabbing ourselves. Oh yeah.
Rev it up!
There you go. Oh hey. Oh, it's upgraded.
Guess I'm the first one here. I like that.
A little late to be getting a new weapon, but, you know, I don't mind too much. It's just a matter of trying to get used to it in possibly a short amount of time. We'll see. King Cerberus, though. Power of King Cerberus dwells within the shape-shifting weapon, charging attacks with ice, fire, and lightning in each form. Okay, so King Cerberus, weapon that has 3 unique modes, 12 freezing nunchaku with Y, and in Swordmaster style, wield a blazing rod with B, or hold and release B to unleash electrifying 3-section staff. Interesting.
The truth is, I wanted to be protected and loved, but I was alone. My only choice was to survive.
V, you gotta rest.
Miro, I will tell you everything. There is no demon named Urizen. Only a man who threw away his humanity in an endless pursuit of power. He is Dante's older brother.
Dante's brother?
Yes.
Totally figured that out, like a long time ago.
And his real name is Virgil.
Oh, that would have been a great opportunity to reveal an all-new brother. Oh boy, okay, so... let's see. What the hell difference does it make? I guess whichever one we start off with first, but let's see. I think I'll leave the heavy hitter. I like all these weapons. Well, I don't know that I'll like Cerberus yet, but I like Cerberus in 3, so stands to reason that I'll probably like it in this game. But I think just we'll keep oh yeah, no, it's not even the Sparta sword, it's the Dante sword. That's right. Man, that's completely different. But I guess we'll keep that just against, you know, sword wielding and whatnot. Bare bones, basic stuff. But I'm gonna leave Cerberus on number 2. I feel like if I want to do a fast switch, that's probably the one to do it to. And then Balrog, good for some quick attacks, and then we'll leave the Cavalier for the heavy hitter. I like the Cavalier, but it's a little slow, so we need it in very particular situations when we have the time to actually execute those moves. So we'll leave it kind of where it is. I'm very interested in seeing what the Cerberus does. Cerberus had some great moves in 3. I found it to be very, very handy. A lot of these are looking interesting. Revolver, hold line to electrified. Oof. Yeah, some of these look good. But I'll leave it, because I don't have any more points. And we'll see how far we get. Wait, what? How'd we end up here? Oh, is this the base?
Virgil. Hey, is that the damn fruit you've been jabbering about? Doesn't look so special to me. Yep. This is where it all started. That day Mother saved me and left you behind. The thing you don't know is, she tried to save you too. She kept searching and searching. Until I killed her.
I have no recollection of this tale, or this place. It's all an illusion, created by this extraordinary fruit. Its power, you see, is all I ever wanted. And with this,
No.
I will have everything!
No, brother. You don't have everything. That last shred of humanity that you still had, you just lost it.
That is nothing but the pitiful cries of those without strength. Come to me, brother. I shall enlighten you. Dante!
Oh no, he's turned into a Resident Evil boss.
Virgil.
Also ripped fruit.
It's here.
Got it!
Yeah, we hardly knew you. Seems a little unfair. I don't know. Damn it. still pretty good, but this, I don't know, this whole Cerberus thing might be for vets only, which might not be me. Cerberus too, but I don't want to test something I've never used before in a situation like this mega boss battle. Are gonna hit me or not?
Not about loss. Strength is a choice. Fighting like hell to protect what's important. You threw away everything you ever had.
Oof. Oh, damn. That was a hell of a hit. Jesus. Digging into the gold orb supply. Last little bit. Hey, get that knee.
They're brothers? Why are they fighting each other? To see one's justice through, a man must fight for it, even if the one who stands before him is his kin. That's ridiculous. The brothers of blood disagree on the very reason of their existence. They must fight. Dante!
You're late. Just finishing up.
Is that really your brother?
I'm afraid so.
So he was behind all this. Your own flesh and blood.
Right again.
In the last throes of defeat, I see.
V, get back. Things are about to get really messy.
No. Please. Let me. I want to end this battle with my own hands.
Considering that Dante doesn't know who he is, I don't think anyway. It's odd of him to let him do that, but sure.
Do not struggle. For if you can't even defeat me, then you've already lost.
I will not lose. Not to Dante. I need power. More power.
I know. We are one and the same, you and I. But you've lost me, and I've lost you. Yet we are connected by that one feeling. While thy branches mix with mine, and our roots together join.
Yeah, a little late on that realization there, Dante.
What is this? Virgil.
The Alpha and the Omega. Get such high and mighty titles. Okay, well, this story's kind of been all over the place, but now we officially have Virgil back. So that's interesting, though I don't know how he came into play in the first place.
You got some pretty big cojones for coming back. Just don't know when to give up. Get out of my way, Nero!
Defeating you like this has no meaning.
Come on, Virgil. Let's do this.
Heal your wounds, Dante. Get strong. After that, we'll settle the matter.
There he goes.
Thank you, Nero.
Damn it. If that's your brother, what happened to V?
That is
He
very...
returned to himself. Go home, Nero. This doesn't concern you. Like hell. I lost my right arm because of him! This is not your fight. I need to stop him, and that's all that matters.
I'm not gonna let you have all the fun, Dante.
You don't get it.
Let me guess. I'm dead weight? Well, you can
That's
shove
not
it
it,
up.
Nero.
What is it then?
He's your father!
What?
I had the feeling the first time I saw you, but I just wasn't sure. And then I saw how the Yamato reacted. And I was certain. He's your father. Now he needs an ass kicking. But I can't have you go kill your old man.
Who's the mother?
My father.
Interesting development. I sort of suspected, but I wasn't sure what the case might be. If you recall, all the way back to Devil May Cry 4, I did suspect that there was a connection between him and Virgil, but I wasn't sure what it was. My initial thought might have been that it was a clone, but...
That day, if our positions were switched, would our fates be different? Would I have your life, and you mine? Let's settle this. Dante.
What's happening now?
Oh God, I thought it was over.
This isn't good. We're gonna get dragged into this.
Dante, what happened?
My dumbass brother's back and I'm gonna rip him a new one.
Virgil's... How?
Dante! Made it for Lady and she paid for it, so consider it a rental. Hey, you can't just...
Okay, we'll take care of that later. Right now, you three get the hell out of here. I'm gonna go take care of old douchebag. Got a feeling this one's gonna be a doozy.
The Kalina Ann 2, the sequel. Nico made this replacement for the lost Kalina Ann, even though Dante had it in his possession all along. Identical to the original weapon, with a special something hidden within. I see. Are we going to have a Devil May... Or... I was thinking Resident Evil, but then it also applied to Devil May Cry as well. But the Resident Evil ending, where we finish him off with a special super missile? Maybe. Also, I'm surprised they got Daniel Southworth back for Virgil. It sounds like he hasn't aged a day. He sounds exactly the same. Unlike Ruben Langdon, who does Dante, who I think has fit very well into his role as Dante over the years, except for in 4 in some cases. I thought in 4 he still sounded a little bit young. I don't know if that was because he himself was young or that was just the voice direction and it was a little bit off. But he sounded... weird to okay through most of the game, but I think he's perfect for Dante in this game. I'm not sure if that's just based on, aging it up a little bit, or if it's the actual special inflection. Double Kalina Ann, dual wield both Kalina Ann launchers, using a new function of the Kalina Ann 2 to use both in tandem. I see. So maybe it's not a special super missile. Alright, I guess we're doing Dante. Let's take a look here. So with this Super Kalina Ann thing, do I have to actually... Let's see. You gotta actually switch it out, what the hell? Maybe not that. I don't know. I don't like the idea of the Dr. Faust, even though it seems fun. Oh, and then we could have the double. That's, I wonder how that's gonna work. I almost kind of wish I could have like the single and then the double taking up both slots, but I don't think that's gonna be an option. In place of the Dr. Faust. But I don't want to gamble on my red orbs, basically, at this particular moment in time, so... Yeah. I don't really have... It still would be nice to use the Cerberus at some point. Maybe we gotta work our way up to Virgil, though. I don't know. Let's just see what happens.
Never would have guessed you'd come back. Damn it, V. Was this your plan all along?
Yeah, probably. Oh. I guess those don't register as enemies.
Hey guys, where you been? I thought you went back into Virgil. You're gonna wish you did.
Oh, the wise guy Dante. We were spawned from Virgil's abominable thoughts. But you knew that already.
Come to think of it, I did know something was off. Just like with my old brother.
Well, we're merely the discarded thoughts from when he was Michelangelo. No longer bound in his consciousness. We're here now to kill you of our own free will. Liberating!
Friends, come on.
And kill you we shall, Dante. Us, not Virgil.
That's a shame. But okay.
Alright, let's get started. This'll be quite the party. Come here and face me like a man, boy!
Why the rush? I'm enjoying this.
Close your eyes. Go to sleep. Move around.
That's all I wanted. There we go.
I'm just getting started. Reminiscence. Time on.
Seems a lot bigger when I'm fighting him.
Timeout! Give me some timeout!
Great. Can't wait for the rematch.
So, I wonder... I don't know what the hell the nightmare is, if we've ever fought anything like that before, but obviously the shadow is something different. So... or something similar, I should say. So, I wonder if we follow the same principle, where we have to fight it with ranged weaponry before we can actually touch it. Which way to go? I guess that was necessary. I can't tell.
Whoops. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Yes. Go. Okay, now time for the night. Where'd you go? Interesting. I might like this weapon. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here. Hey, there you are. Cool. I think he's like reacted to the ranged attacks, but looks like I thought maybe not. There's a lot of attacks.
Running away? Nah, didn't think so.
I was saving that, thanks. Guess the other one escaped. Not a huge deal. Okay, let's move it on up. Is that supposed to happen? I guess it was. Didn't look good though. There you go. No red orbs. Come on. Oh. A little bit far, actually. Should I even go down here? I guess I should. come on. Nice. Okay, I'm not too sure. Are we backtracking? Or are we moving forward? Game doesn't want to tell me. Alright, that's fine. I should just fight these enemies. There you go. Okay, let's... I guess go up? Wait a second. There we go. Didn't want to lose out on that payout. Okay, this is a little different. Alright, losers.
One more round. It's like I'm back on Malay Island.
A little bit. Not exactly. Griffin's probably a good 30th the size of the original, but I'm not here to nitpick.
I know they don't stand a chance. Are they trying to atone for something?
Can't help out their blood, B. Good friends are like this. Now he's gone. Okay, we didn't really get that many orbs, so I don't even know. What was that last thing with the Sin double trigger? Oh yeah, that's at the triple S rank. Does the double clean it? Okay, it does. When double clean and equipped on the ground, hold X and release when two clean hands coupled together. Interesting. It's only 5,000. Might as well, right? Anything with the King Cerberus? What is this? Thunderclap. Hold Y until electrified. On the ground, press right button, left stick back, then release. Okay. I guess. That one seems a little better. I wonder if... maybe not. What about the items? 40,000 just for the last blue orb? I might just save up for that. Let's get on with it.
not on my agenda just yet.
I was afraid of that. At least they're getting into their orb forms. Oh well. A little quicker than before. As far as I managed to avoid that though. That's what I meant to do. Is that one as good in the air? I don't think it is. This is the appropriate time to use double trigger, yes. Nightmare's designated the boss. I'm a bit worried about those Zangief type arm swings. Oh, come on, you're not that close. Oh, okay, no, 9. Are they regenerating health? Do I just have to go after Nightmare? Seems like probably a more viable thing. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but I don't like the look of it. Oh, he regenerated. Great. Okay. Okay, let me... No, oh, right. It would work if I was in Swordmaster. That was a problem. I never taught him that move. Nightmare's here.
I'm not done yet.
That's all right. Oh, jeez. Okay, that was the key. That's what I was missing the first time around. Alright. Well, see you, lads. It's been real.
Should have known better. You got a good heart, but you're about as sharp as a marble.
Perhaps. But if you had even a little bit of trouble defeating us, imagine what Virgil can do to you. Go see for yourself. Us. This is our final fight. And the end of Virgil's nightmares. Godspeed, Dante. You'll need it.
Rest in peace, little chicken. It's been a bash.
I'm seeing the F's. Yes. Rip.
Nero, jump in!
Most developed characters. It was the Iago ripoff.
Where's Dante?
He's got this. We gotta go now.
Also,
So
hello,
this guy
Lyra.
Virgil. Know him?
Vaguely, yes.
Just in time for the end, I
Dante said that guy's my father. What the hell's going on, Trish?
His logic is sound. I had a hunch myself.
This doesn't make any sense.
I know you hate Virgil, but you can't kill your own father.
It's true.
think. Patricide.
You'd never recover from that. You saved us. You should be proud. Now you can put all this behind you.
Nico, stop the car!
No chance! After all this, are you insane?
Fine. I'll go by myself.
Chico Kurosaki, what's going on? Sheesh. Right? I was thinking of all the cast, they couldn't have gotten a more anime-centric sounding man. Oh hey, that all amounted to an A. That's good, I guess. But Johnny Yong Bosch is like the quintessential, like, Japanese voiceover dubber. He's been in so many things. It's impressive. I applaud him. Okay, mission 19, Virgil. Do we have... Oh, yeah, wait, hold on. I wanted to get that blue orb, right? Should I save that? Is this just going to be a boss battle, like, right off the bat? I don't know. I'm going to get it. But the voice cast works out pretty well. The only one that I'm a little bit... I'm not too sure, but Daniel Southworth as Virgil, like, bringing him back, I respect that. You know, you want to get the original voice actor from 3 who did the, you know, the voiceover for him and the original portrayal. Well, that wasn't Nero Angelo, but he doesn't match the look, especially with an aged Virgil. Sounds too young, very fresh. That's okay, though. I guess he's been, like, in stasis for decades.
Hey, Virgil! Your portal opening days are over. Give me the Amato.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it. But you already knew that.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Oh yeah, Kyrie.
How many times have we fought?
Hard to say. It's the only memory I have of us since we were kids. Time to finish this, Virgil. Once and for all.
Oh, good thing I bought it. Wait, why do I start off with the Catalina Ann?
Foolish.
Is rushing into the
Okay, I've been training for this. This is what all of the Devil May Cry has been for. Come on, don't just turn your back to me, Virgil. This is the big moment. Oh yeah, the space daggers. Where the hell did that come from? 3? Here, let me ride my motorcycle on you. Okay, fine. See, the good thing is in this game, Dante has his own space daggers. So finally, the playing field is even. That actually got me with that one. Whoa!
Let's end this, Dante.
Good hit. Okay, fine. I won't do my charge attacks.
Cut you down.
Hey, does he have double trigger? Remember that time in Devil May Cry 3 where I had like a surplus of items and I just spammed those because I wasn't using them on anything else and I won handily? That was a good time. Makes me kind of question though, why did they get rid of items in this game? It is very much more streamlined. It's this, I don't like that. Son of a bitch.
It's just about time to settle.
That's right. Come on.
Wish I only picked like 2 weapons. Oh shit. And he can regain health. Oh. Damn. I guess I wasn't too sure where my health was at, but Jesus. Yeah, whatever.
Ready for a show.
Yeah. Wow. Got a few new moves, I see.
You're finished.
Oh boy, what did I do with this? That's that Michelangelo stuff. No. Oh man, this one's rough. Stop with the double trigger, please. No, not that one. What? Oh, okay. this time.
Now the fun begins. Slay.
This, oh, right, that move. I guess the only winning move is not to play.
Stop winning.
Apparently not.
Cut off your own son's arm for this? There's nothing.
Boy, we're really busting out all the moves. Now he's got the doppelganger stuff. I don't remember that in any other game except for DMC. Actually, hold up a sec. Doesn't work against you, huh? Whoa, not the weapon I wanted to use, Jesus. Let's try switching that. Okay, never mind. Through a devil trigger? Jesus. You're just eating up my stock, aren't you?
Ha! Too bad. You're finished. Stop.
Can we bust out of that with double trigger? I guess, sort of. Hold on. I don't want any part of that. You, yeah, there you go. Do your own thing.
Think you can beat me?
Save that until you win.
Don't think I... Okay, there we go. I'm gonna touch him while he's in double trigger mode. That seems like a bad idea.
Rev it up!
We both had the same idea, didn't we? Okay, maybe that was supposed to happen.
Nero is my son. Yeah, dumbass. You can't remember through that thick skull of yours?
Well, well. That was a long time ago.
I guess you were young once too. And as much as I'd love to hear that story, I think it's about time we
ended this.
That's the extent of it? Just like, oh yeah. I remember that time. guess it's Nero. It's got all beast mode. Yeah, well, that was hard. Never done this before either, so.
Hello? Nero? Is that you, Nero? Did something happen?
Kyrie. When I was a kid, I was alone. You and Kratos were all I knew. And now all of a sudden I find out I have a family.
Boy.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Get ready for Metal Gear Solid 2 levels of exposition.
Which path is right and which is wrong. There's no need to doubt yourself.
Thanks. I guess that's all I needed to hear. I have one last thing to take care of.
Maybe not.
Then I'm coming home.
So did you go unlock this hollow form with this Bankai? Yep. I guess.
I couldn't protect Kratos. To this day, I hate myself for not having enough strength. But this time is different. I swear! I'm not letting you die!
Oh man. We are animating it up. I mean, good for him, though.
This is curious.
Nero.
What form of power is this?
What the hell? This ends right here. Listen to me. I told you already. This is not your... You listen, deadweight. I won't let you kill each other. There are other ways of settling your differences. I'm putting a stop to this sibling rivalry.
You came all this way just for that.
Virgil. V. Whatever you call yourself. Dante's not gonna die here. And neither are you. Do you have a problem with that?
Not gonna die my ass. Oh, that bitch slap nearly killed me.
If I beat Nero, then by default, I beat you. Agreed, Dante?
Whatever. I don't really care. I'm just gonna sit this one out.
Good job, Dante.
When this is over, I'll make you submit. Father.
This has nothing to do with you. Stand down.
Oh man.
Nothing
I feel
to
like I'm
do with
playing
me.
Metal Gear.
It has everything to do with me.
Nero. Die.
Fuck you!
Okay.
Seriously, no.
Hell of a way to kick it off. I like how I'm getting tutorials at the very, like, final moments. Press right trigger near a staggered enemy, press right trigger near a staggered enemy, perform a buster, a powerful throwing move, right, okay.
Hell no! Never feeling accepting yet
Of your existence or your strength.
both, you fucking asshole!
Since when did Nero become DMC Dante?
My numbers won't do you any good.
I guess he always had a little bit of edge about him, didn't he? Alright. I couldn't tell which one was which for a second. It got really bad. Ow, jeez. Let's watch my health. I just feel ashamed. I thought this was gonna be easy mode.
Don't move. It's past your bedtime.
I'm glad Virgil's getting into the fatherly advice mode. Oh, that was cool. I could dispel the doppelganger. Is I'm so used to using Dante and his trickster mode, especially in this fight. Alright, get out of here. Nobody asked you. That, like, the Buster grapple just ain't doing it for me. Through that double trigger though. How do you like that for an ending?
Interesting.
Oh, brother. You cut off your own son's arm for more power, and you still lost.
Enough, damn it! The underworld is taking over. We need to do something before it's too late.
Thank you. Yeah. Can't believe Nero shot his dad.
He's right. We need to close that portal. Hey, you lost, so you better do what he says.
I can still fight. But if those roots continue to spread through town, it'll just interfere with our business.
Now, that's the smartest thing I've ever heard you say. Better hurry up. We still got a score to settle.
Evidently.
Wait! Where are you going?
We need to sever the Clifod roots from the underworld itself. Then we'll seal the portal with the Yamato.
Hang on. If you do that, you can't come back.
Why do you think I'm going? Somebody's got to keep an eye on your old man.
You can't just expect me to stay here while you're both going.
It's because you're here we can go. We're trusting you with things on this side. Capiche?
Make haste, Dante.
Yeah, I know.
Let's not forget that both of them have been there before and locked away apparently indefinitely. But then somehow they came back, but they just brushed it off in both cases.
Take care, Nero. Adios.
Adios.
I won't lose next time. Hold on to that until then.
I could have tossed it a little further. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, at least I got it.
Idiots.
Hooey! I'm still in freaking shock.
About what?
Duh. Your arm? Who the hell grows an arm back? It's just weird. It's like a lizard tail or something.
Look, I don't know, it just grew. I mean, are you kidding me? Lots of weird stuff happened. There were demons and scary plant roots and arms growing back. Lots of stuff.
Do you know how much love and care I put in that devil breaker?
Nope. This arm, it's nice.
So, how's it feel?
How's what feel?
Saving the man who killed your own father. Heard Dante killed Virgil once.
It doesn't matter. They're both gone now anyway.
It's okay to cry. If you want, Nero, over a loss.
Not cry.
It doesn't make you a crybaby. Does make you a little bitch, though.
There it is. You think I'm a demon?
We're already demons.
I didn't cry when my asshole daddy died. But... yeah, I know. I wouldn't be here without him, that's a biological fact.
Right.
All I'm saying is, tough guy, it's okay to cry if you want.
I'm
Devils
not
cry.
crying.
Devils cry.
I'm not gonna
Kittens
cry.
cry.
Will you
Meow.
shut up? Will you
Puppies
stop
cry.
it? Look at you. You're
Why don't you
nobody's
cry on my
crying, all
shoulder?
right? Stop
Come
saying
on, cry on
cry.
my shoulder. I know you
You
wanna.
say cry again. Devil may cry. Fuck.
You said it.
Hey, kitty. Yeah, I'm coming home. Oh yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but I got a surprise for you.
Oh yeah, he's got a huge surprise.
You shut up! No, kitty.
So yeah, they snuck the name drop in there real sneaky like.
What the hell's your problem? Where'd you learn to drive? Hey, sorry, I gotta call you later. It's time to get back to work.
I know they're back, despite everyone's best efforts.
Got an arm. You're good.
It's a prototype, and this is the perfect place to test it out. Look, you're gonna use it, and it's
a work of art. Gotcha.
And it ain't complete without you.
Well, how sweet. Feels good.
You'll get fixed as soon as we get back.
So, devil's cry, huh? Let's hear what that sounds like! Come on.
Oh, I was about to say. Are we not gonna have credit sequence, like, end thing. Oh, it's this one. Okay, why don't I still got the Buster? Get out of here. Oh damn, you know, I got rid of all my dancing Devil May Cry 5 cast. I don't know where the hell they are, but I can't bring them up now. Otherwise it would have been a good opportunity. Oh yeah, there it is. The banana one, eh?
You can do better than that.
Trying. There it goes.
Guess that's the end then.
So all we gotta do is cut this thing down.
That's right. I'm more than capable of handling this on my own.
You're gonna need some help. And someone to keep an eye on you.
Hey, did I actually get the extra scene for once? Oh no, maybe not.
Be ready to die.
We're just
Fine by
doing
me.
like additional credits.
Let's give them what they want.
What the hell's happening? Good lord. Oh god, there's two of these things. Virgil, help. Do the other one. Fight. Okay. I guess that's it. I don't know if there was something else or I don't know. How they usually work is if you beat a certain amount of enemies within a certain amount of time. Or at least that's how it worked in 3. I guess it was different in 4. In 4 you just had to protect Kyrie, which I didn't actually end up doing. But oh well. Maybe there was something extra here, I'm not too sure. Hold on, because this might be allowed. It's just credit sequence, right? triumphant charge. Okay. So, Devil May Cry 5. Pretty good game, I think. It, I don't know, I was gonna say, did it exceed my expectations, or was it just about there? I'm not too sure. And keep in mind, I did play up till about mission 11 or 12 previously, so I knew a good half the game what was gonna, you know, be like playing it this time around, actually on stream. But the latter half ended up wrapping up pretty nicely. It got a little repetitive, and that was kind of what I was fearing, because we were already seeing that as far as the level design goes. And I'm not too sure how much I like getting all these weapons just like at the very end of the game. That was odd. And then new abilities, and then, you know, transformations, all that kind of stuff. It would have been nice if that was just kind of like, but then I guess it sort of would have ruined some of the surprise in the climax. But I don't know, I almost feel like there might have been a better way to do that. Oh well. It's not a huge deal. Still, that was fun. I enjoyed it. I want to like sit on this and think about where its placement is as far as how good these games are. If I were to rank them, I think I might do that in a sec. But it takes some thinking, doesn't it? I did enjoy the story. Don't really play Devil May Cry games for the story, as I've noticed, but in this case, I thought it was intriguing at the very least. I thought it was an interesting way of getting Virgil back. That seemed to be the big thing. Biggest takeaway from this one. And it had some unique setups and characters. I did like V in his situation with all his little buddies. May they rest in peace. I still don't know exactly how we got here, though. It's kind of weird. It seems like there was a lot of stuff leading up to this game, but then it sort of just came about. Like, where did Virgil come from? Like, at this point in time, he would have been Nilo Angelo destroyed, but then he came back as Hooded Man and ripped off Nero's arm. But where did that come about? Did I miss something? I don't know. I thought it was weird. Similar situation to how Dante came back from 2 to 4. It's just like, he's just here now. Okay. Thanks. Good explanation. Apparently there's like a comic or something that preceded this, so maybe there was some sort of explanation in that. Similar to how there was like an anime adaptation that preceded 4, I think. And that might have sort of explained how Dante broke out of Hell Zone. I'm not too sure. I guess the ins and outs of it don't matter too much. It's just little things here and there. And where does Nero fit in all this? He's with Kyrie, but it's like, is he part of Devil May Cry? And what is this agency? We never really got a full explanation. Dante just hunts demons. I guess that was it. I don't know. This whole series has a lot of plot holes in it. I guess that's fine. Like I said, you don't play them for the story. It's mostly about the gameplay. And I think that's shown through with this game. Fun stuff. Let's see what happens here if we get to actually see anything additional. Or maybe not. Everybody was like mocking me. Yeah, I'll take a B rank. You play them for the thrilling dialogue. Fuck you, yes. Obviously. New mode has been unlocked. Son of Sparta. Bloody Palace, naturally. Nero's demonic right arm has been restored, and he can now both use the Devil Bringer and the Devil Trigger. Interesting. Dante's Blades. Dante can equip Rebellion Devil Sword Sparta or Devil Sword Dante on the customized screen. That's interesting. Nico's reports. The enemy reports have expanded to include photos capturing the moment of an enemy's defeat. Costume changes are now reflected on the title screen. The last costume you played with will be shown. Lots of extras. I feel like if I was to replay any of the games, this one would probably take priority. I don't know. But I feel like this one is sort of easier for me to just like get into. What exactly do we have as far as like costumes and all that? Anything interesting? I guess we have to look into it in main menu. I never really looked at any of this stuff. In fact, I was thinking about going back here. Oh, hey, that guy. And V's there for some reason. And doing some of the secret missions, but we never actually ended up doing that. Mission select, secret missions, Bloody Palace, Void, Gallery. I don't know how to select the costumes. Nico's reports, which I never actually looked at. Is there a lot of them? Oh yeah, there is. Stinks like a goat. That's a good description. Pretty cool. Shame I never looked at any of this stuff. That's alright. Let's see. Maybe it works like DMC. Okay, now this is like the super hard mode. I don't want to mess with any of that. Game options, maybe? Just want to see what people dress up as. I guess not. Oh well. Well, anyway. Good game. Did I mention how good this game looks? Beautiful visuals. Very nice frame rates, I'm noticing. Boosting this stuff up to... Well, actually, I've been streaming at 60 FPS for a long time now, but at 1600 by 900, looks pretty good in my opinion. I don't know. Also, the voice work was good as usual. We already talked about some of it. I was a little bit surprised that they got Wendy Lee for Trish, but I guess that's a nice upgrade. I don't know. I don't exactly know who voiced Trish in the last games, but it was interesting. Love the RE engine. It looks nice. This is probably one of the best looking games I've played in a while. But everything's so crisp and clean and smooth. And I enjoy that. It's a very good looking game. But yeah, we were talking about the voice actors in this game. Johnny on Bosch, obviously good. Great job as usual. I feel like Ruben Langdon, again, he fell into this role a lot more naturally than he did in 4. 4 was like iffy. Here and there it was spotty. He sounded good, but then sometimes he sounded a little too young. Like I said, I don't know if that's voice direction or just like age, but he sounded so good. Dante was great in this game. Check store. Also, welcome not angry. Do I gotta buy it? I don't want to buy stuff. Go to the store. Check purchase information on the store to reflect in your game. Sure. Oh, I know what it's doing. It's bringing up the... Okay, but I have the overlay turned off, so... So it's like, alright. I don't care about costumes. But yeah, anyway. Dante sounded good, Nero sounded good. Everybody was pretty much on par with how they should sound. And Daniel Southworth, sorry, as Virgil, he didn't age a day. So, boy, that was long. When did we start these streams? Let me take a look here. I started streaming them on January 5th, 2020. That's when we started with the original Devil May Cry. And then we've worked our way all the way to March 9th now. Costumes in the mission select? We looked at that. That's all right. I'm not too bothered about it. But thank you for the information. Maybe I'll look at it some other time. This is just a regular version, so I don't know how much is keyed to the, not the special edition, but like the collector's edition or whatever. But anyway, it's been a solid 3 months, and I think that was very enjoyable, especially for a game style that I don't usually get to play. Or, not that I don't get to play it, but I don't play it. Not always my preference. You pick a mission, you can select a costume. I see. Okay. Well, I'll look into that next time. When I'm playing on my own. But, Ugh. I've been mulling it over. I've been thinking about which games I like in order, and it's kind of hard to process that all together at once. But let's try to think here. Let's try to think from worst to best what my favorites were. I think, as no surprise, we probably have Devil May Cry 2, Electric Boogaloo. That one, everybody was telling me about that one when I was streaming the original Devil May Cry. They're like, "Oh my god, this game is so bad, this, that, and the other," and it was kind of bad, yeah. It wasn't as bad as I expected it to be, and maybe that's because people were telling me about it beforehand, but it ended up just being kind of like mediocre. Like it wasn't good, but it wasn't like the worst thing I've ever played. It was playable, except for those 2 times that it glitched on me. But other than that, it was kind of smooth sailing. It's a monotonous game at worst, and it's mediocre at best. I think that's the best way to put it. It doesn't feel like Devil May Cry in most instances. And I don't know what the hell was going on with the story. Like, I don't know why Dante was there at the island, except Lucia sort of called him, but it was confusing. There was not much dialogue shared in the cutscenes. It was hard to focus on in a lot of different ways, but not so great. But again, it's a mediocre game. We played a lot worse. Heck, we played, what did we play? Between 2 and 3, or was it 3 and 4? We played Spawn Armageddon, a Devil May Cry clone. That was so much worse. And I've since heard that the PS2 version is particularly bad, so maybe that's the reason why, but because it's literally broken. But yeah, it's not good, but it's not great. Now, to choose a second worst, it's hard, because these games are pretty good with the exception of 2. But I think if I were to choose one, unfortunately, it's got to be Devil May Cry, all right? At least for me. I'm not too sure that I liked and remember, we're talking about core game only, original release, which is what I played of this game. And I played the US version of this, and the controls, I did not like. I was not into that initially. It was a little bit hard to adapt to, a little hard to get used to. And I think, once I was about 3 hours in, we were solid, we were golden. But before that, it was rough going. And the difficulty spike from just the standard enemies to the first boss, which I think was the Phantom, this big spider, that was nasty. That was pretty damn rough. Didn't enjoy it. Like I said, after a certain point, it was all fine, and I didn't really have any problems, but just because of that, it was it was an issue. But overall, solid game. I found it enjoyable. I like the differentiating locales. I found it interesting that, this game during its development was originally, a lot of the ideas were in Resident Evil 4, which ended up coming to fruition when they finally did Resident Evil 4. But you could really see it in there. I think I enjoyed that aspect of it historically. Gameplay was fine aside from the controls. Difficulty spike was just a little bit too rough, but a nice sense of challenge, and I felt accomplished when I beat it. So I guess that was part of it. I would say for a third one, let's move on up. Ooh, it's hard. It's getting rough. I think I would say probably DMC. Next up, I know I liked it a little bit better than the original Devil May Cry somehow. Oh god, the story was god awful, so cliche, so it is what it is. But we had a laugh, right? It was fun in a certain way. The fact that they played it completely serious and the way it was written, it was, I don't know, something about it just added to the effect for me. But I enjoyed the gameplay. I liked the gameplay quite a bit. I thought it was real smooth. I thought it was limited in comparison to other Devil May Cries, but I liked, the weapon transitions. Everything felt pretty seamless. I really liked the level design. I thought there was some cool ideas in there. Granted, there was some stuff that was reused, like a lot of the going through, I don't know what you would call it, like his mental prison thing where he was trying to unleash the Sparta within him. It was weird, but we kept going back to certain things like that. But it was still cool. You had the like little news network area, the underground prison. You had like the big disco club. And granted, a lot of it was just sort of like dreamscape where everything was floating in the air and it was a little bit weird. But I thought the level design was good. I thought the gameplay was pretty damn fine, except for that one instance where we knocked the doppelganger off of the cliff and we were fighting Virgil for like a solid 20 or 30 minutes without him taking any damage. That was rough. And I didn't enjoy that. So I guess it knocks points on that just for that aspect. But other than that, pretty good game. Now for the next one, oh man, I think I gotta say 4. 4 was good, and I love the gameplay of it, especially when you play as Dante, like right at the end there. It's a similar situation to 5, though. It's like they give you too much, like right at the end, and then you don't have enough time to adapt to it or get used to it or have fun with it. And that kind of sucks. And I guess that's what replay value is for, if you could even do it that way. I never really looked into it, but again, we're talking about core game. Straight single playthrough only. And on top of that, you had the whole backtracking. Everything that you played as Nero in the first half, you had to play as Dante going backwards. And granted, they mixed it up a little bit. They had some different variations on the mission styles, and that was fine. But still, big time backtracking. Last 2 levels kind of sucked. I really didn't like the dice game. That was a lot of more of a chore than anything. Boss rush at the end didn't feel natural or unique. And I guess that's given with the boss rush, but still, I didn't enjoy that too much. And I didn't really like the last boss. It was just a rehash of the same boss that we fought before, except he was more difficult. I forget what they called him. The old man. Was he the savior, or was the savior the big statue? I don't know. And then your big moment there is just punch him in the face when he becomes the big statue, and then the statue's face reflects the old man. It was weird. But I think it was a solid game throughout. It's just that last little bit there just kind of sucked, and I wasn't too into that. Aside from that, though, it was a really good game. It's like when I was playing it, I was saying during 4, it was like I've never felt such euphoric gameplay, just weapon switching with Dante between all of that stuff. I was using like every button, every synapsis in my brain was open. Very cool. I like that sensation. But otherwise, yeah, it had its rough spots. I think logically speaking, next game for me on the list would probably be Devil May Cry 5. Good game. A lot of variety on there. Same problem as 4, though, what it suffers at giving you too much. Too little, too late, maybe. Or maybe too much, too late. I guess that would be more appropriate. But yeah, everything like kind of spilled over at the end there. It seemed like we were rushing to get through that. And as we talked about with the level design, things got a little repetitive. Granted, we were splitting between character. It was sort of almost a similar situation to Devil May Cry 4. It's like you're going through similar areas just as a different character. And they mixed it up a little bit, but still, I'm seeing a lot of the same crap. And I don't know if it's lazy or if it's time constraints or if it's something I'm missing. I'm not too sure what it was. Largely, we already talked about this game, so I won't divulge into too much of it, but I think it's a decent game. I think I probably like the second best. I might change my mind if I go back and play them again. You know, maybe I'll like another one a little bit more. This whole list could shift if I go back and replay these at some point, but I guess that leaves Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. That was probably the best, and I don't think that's much of a surprise to anybody. Devil May Cry 3 is a solid game, and I think it does a good job, unlike some of the other games, of introducing new mechanics early enough where you get used to them, and then you can have fun with them and build on them throughout the duration of the game. And it's not like you're scrambling through that, you know, to get replay value out of it. But just for a single playthrough, I think it was probably the best. Challenging. It got hard. And there were some moments where it was kicking my ass. I still managed to get through it pretty much unscathed. I think there was only a couple of Virgil fights and maybe like one other boss. That and I kind of screwed myself by doing yellow mode first, too. I should have done gold. But, oh well. That's fine. Still, and this is special edition, too. I bet if it was the original US edition, it would have been a much different story. This game could have probably been near the bottom. Just based on what I've heard because of how difficult it was. But I still enjoyed everything I played with 3. Very fun. Linear story, but stuff made sense. And I don't know. It was good. I don't think I could say much more than that right now because I'm kind of spent. Anyway, I'm glad we got through that. I could sort that all through my brain, and now this is kind of my tiered list for right now, so way to go me. I just beat every Devil May Cry game that I know of, unless there's like some sneaky like acid tier game where it's like Dante's Card Revenge on PSP Vita only. Something like that doesn't exist, right? Oh god. Anyway, we're done with this series, so we're going to be moving on to more stuff later on in the week. I do have some things lined up, and we'll see what they are. Might be a big change of pace. We might be doing something completely different. But like I said, I am sort of kicking around the idea of doing Bayonetta as well. Bayonetta 1 and 2. If anything, just so I can use my Wii U, because that thing has probably been turned on a good 24 times by me. And I feel like when I spent the money on a console, probably should do it a little more. But we'll see. Anyway, it's been real. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. Could do some more streaming. New game, obviously. I'm not kicking around with any of these older Devil May Cries. That is in the past. We are through. But we'll be uploading them to YouTube, I guess, for archival sake. I guess that'll be in the coming weeks. But yeah, going to be delving into some new stuff, so stay tuned. Thank you guys. Have a good night. See you next time.